Good morning, lovely people. I'm about to actually start a timer. At least I think I'm about to start a timer. I'm only going to be on here for hopefully 5 or 10 minutes. The timer is moving now, so I'm just giving a snippet to Sunday. Every Sunday I've been getting on trying to have a conversation about different things that relate to relationships and self-care practices. Some of it centered around brokenness, healing our inner child, dealing with dysfunctions, just a myriad of topics. Today I want to talk about refreshing. We have an overwhelming sense of urgency in our country, in our world, within our people, within our communities, within our hearts. Just every facet of ourselves is being impacted by what's going on in the world, not to mention all the other things we have going on, a pandemic, people being unemployed, people not having the means or the needs or the ends to get to the next day in life, on top of maybe mental fog or lack of clarity or lack of direction or lack of self-control or depression or just a lot of things. And so for the past couple of years, I've been posting pretty much the same thought process of he who refreshes also needs refreshing. And there's a proverb that says, and it's Proverbs 11:25, it says, "The generous soul will prosper, and he who refreshes others will himself be refreshed." Or he who waters will also himself be watered. And the truth and the clarity of that statement is that, one, and I've said this a couple of lives ago, you cannot pour from empty. You can't love from empty. You can't live from empty. But the recipient, the reward, the blessing comes from being able to give. You think that you're giving someone so much more, but you're actually receiving so much more in the process. And so we talk a lot about self-care and how important that is, and it is so important. Rest, eating well, working out, unplugging, mental check-ins, therapy check-ins, life coach check-ins, friend check-ins, spouse just checking in, unplugging from social media, unplugging from unrealistic expectations, unplugging. Those things are a part of self-care too. And so as you nurture and you nurture other people at work, at home, in your communities, in your families, in your relationships, you have to get back to the nature of nurturing self. Take some time away, walk away from those conditions that we've placed on ourselves and those goals that we have to meet everyone else's needs first, and meet your needs first. I have made it a challenge of myself to stand in solidarity with those who refresh, because sis is tired is most people's sentiment behind refreshing. But we know that especially if you are an empathetic person, an empath, you feel and you feel and you feel until you're like, I just don't want to feel no more. But you still keep feeling because you receive so many things from so many people and you want to take it all in. You want to be there. You want to be the safe space. You want to hold on to. You want to lift up, encourage, inspire, or any other thing that you do in that spirit of being. And so I'm going to spend my first week of my vacation jotting thoughts down, lifting up those in prayer who are asking for it. Of course, general prayers are always given. So if you don't necessarily ask me, that's okay. You're probably still getting prayed over. But if someone has things that they specifically want prayed about, even just words of encouragement, solidarity in the journey and the path that people are taking and embarking on, because some people are starting their lives all over amidst everything that's going on. They've been challenged by friendships that just weren't fruitful. They've been challenged by work situations that didn't value them. They are challenged or hindered or encumbered by family members who, yes, they're attached by blood, but they aren't benefiting you in the journey of your life or where your expectations for yourself are headed. And so it's okay to pull out the scissors and cut the strings from other people and even from yourself. Let's not play puppet master or puppeteer to everyone's expectations for us. Have the audacity and the courage to stand on your own feet and say, I am going to get comfortable in this space, and sometimes uncomfortable, because we have some levels of independence and dependency and interdependence, and sometimes we don't name them or claim them or even add space to say this is what I'm actually doing right now. But honoring our spirits and honoring ourselves, that's a form of self-care. And that may mean we have to cut some ties. So I made a joke yesterday about all the Mollies in my life are canceled, but there is some legitimacy there. And that could be people, places, or things. And so in this refreshing season, in this refreshing of your life, your relationships, your work experiences, your new careers, your new passions, or whatever else shall come forth from this season, trust that things will work out just as they should. You are exactly where you need to be. Sometimes we get enough stuff happening to us that we become uncomfortable, and we become uncomfortable because we don't want to be complacent. We need to move out of that uncomfortability, and if we stay in it, we tend to find complacency. It's like, oh, I'll just do it. I'll just stay here. I'll just be fine. It'll all work itself out, and then it gets more uncomfortable. And I'm speaking from experience because that's where I'm at. I'm sitting in a season of uncomfortability, and I'm like, oh, okay, it'll work itself. It's not going to work itself out until I make the audacious decision to step out of it, whatever that it is, whether it's work, whether it's a relationship, whether it's an eating habit, whether it's negative speech. And so I have to tell myself, and I got like 3 minutes because I'm only going to 10. I promise y'all I'm going to honor y'all time and my own. I know that for me, I have listened to so many countless friends and loved ones say that they're depleted and they don't know what to do career-wise right now, or they want to make changes, or they're just emotionally tapped out, or their mental clarity is questioning. And I just challenge each and every one of you, grab a friend. Grab somebody who mirrors your sentiments, who has an encouraging word, who will stand and walk this journey with you. For me right now, I've challenged myself to walk with 5 other people. I have one already in mind, and I told her that on a post I just made, I'm going to walk with you in this journey. Because one, it is so true, a generous soul will prosper, but you don't have to prosper alone. So continue to refresh other people, and then find yourself refreshed from the growth and development that comes from them taking themselves out of uncomfortable situations so that they're not complacent, and seeing them walk into something that's beneficial and beautiful for their life. Be a part of that. Encourage that. Mold that. Cultivate that. We want to be able to grow through what we're going through, but we also want to see glow ups in each other. And so I'm here to challenge our thinking, to challenge our mindsets, to challenge our relationships, to challenge anything that we are sitting in right now that offers a level of discomfort. And ask yourself, is the discomfort there because I really need to challenge the situation and see it through? Or is the discomfort there because I've grown complacent about this thing and I'm staying because of that? Because if it's the latter, pull out the scissors, do some cutting, and allow new things to grow in your season of refreshing. I got 1 minute, so I want to leave with this. I always try to leave an encouraging. So my hope and prayer for each person who may watch this video, who may come across this live, who may share it, I hope that you receive everything that your life needs, whether it's a watering, whether it's a burst of sunshine, whether it's someone standing alongside of you and saying, here I am with you, to mourn when you mourn, to weep when you weep, to bear those burdens that you're experiencing, and to offer you a refreshing, because I see you, sis, or I see you, bruh, and I know that you have given everything that you have, your energy, your time, your talent, and sometimes your 10th, but know that you will prosper. Your generous soul will be rewarded, and your refreshing will not go unnoticed. Your good deed will not go undone. And so be encouraged. Know that I love you. Know that on Sunday we are going to have 4 points to talk about refreshing further. I got 10 seconds. So this is it. I love everyone. Have a Thursday that's beautiful and full of blessings. Fight the good fight. Do the work and be the light. I love each and every one of you. Bye.